well. Hello, you're thinking, Aaron's stolen a toy from a kid again? No, I bought this from the thrift store and I'm going to make a sort of like spaceship with it. But there's some parts on here that I want for other projects, so I'm just going to take everything apart. Hang on, I've got my new toy. And I blame my other YouTuber called Spider-Man for making me buy this. That is a spudger. It's mainly used for mobile phones, cell phones, but my god, it's handy to do other stuff, especially for scratch building. Main thing is I can take labels off plastic bottles now with that without scratching anything. So anyway, back with the build. I'm taking things apart, so you know what that means. Let's start scratching the build. So that's the toy all taken apart. I'm going to get rid of them, probably get rid of not that or that. Might use them too. I'm going to use them too, but I'm going to get rid of everything else. There we go, gone. That'll do. I'm going to use these two and spray bottle balls, spray bottle tops. Now I set myself a challenge, which was to use the kid's toy as the base and then just use spray bottle tops, you know, the sprayy bits, and Kinder eggs, and that's it. So just going to get this glued together and then start sticking stuff together. In order for that to fit the wrong way around, I'm just going to snip these bits off here, which help the wheels, I guess. Once that's done, I'll be able to stick that into place and then start applying everything else. Now, while you watch a man struggle trying to take plastic apart, if you're new to the channel, this is what I do kind of on a weekly basis. I'll get kids' toys or I'll get junk, plastic junk, and make either spaceships or robots out of it. So if you're new here, you've not subscribed yet, think about subscribing. It's free and you're going to get weekly content from me. Thanks very much. So with pieces cut apart, I'm now successfully going to glue that together. This build's going to be a bit messy because I'm going to use baking soda as well. Why am I using baking soda or powder, I hear you ask? Well, it's simple. It helps bond the cement, which is the super glue, to the plastic better. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that I've got 2 bottle tops there and 2 Kinder eggs. Kinder eggs are banned in the USA by, well, it was explained to be by one of my subscribers who said it's due to tax reasons. And there was me thinking it was down to the toxic chemicals inside the plastic that's killing everybody in the EU, but not the USA. So, not as sexy as what I thought it was going to be. But now you'll also notice there's a cutting mat. It's new, and I'll be changing that from that one to a black one because I don't want to get glue on my new cutting mat, because I'm sick of getting glue and not being able to get the glue off the cutting mats. So that one is just aesthetically pleasing, kind of. So let's pretend those 2 bottle tops are jet thrusters, engines, something like that. Here's the glue. I'm using oily glue now, just so it can seep into the little cracks and crevices. And there's the baking powder or soda. I'm just going to use that just to reinforce the joints, because some of this plastic is a nightmare to stick together. Hence, that's why I'm using the hot glue gun and then backing it up with the oily glue. Totally overkill, but hey, it's my gift, it's my curse. So now I'm just going to put these banned Kinder eggs. I'm going to keep calling them banned, because I like the word banned. It sounds naughty. Please don't ask in the comments where half of these bottle tops came from. I have no idea. I just randomly saved bottle tops and bottle caps and all that sort of stuff, and these are just in one of my many boxes of bottle tops and greeblies. So I'm just going to put that there. It looks like, I don't know, a box. So just going to stick that there because I like it there. This build, as you can tell, has no rhyme or reason. It's just sticking bits and pieces together what looks kind of good. To cover that gap and to make another gap, I just chopped in half some bottle tops just to put on there, really, just because I thought, well, yeah, it might need something. So I'm just going to use some hot glue and then just use some more of the oily glue. So in my world of plastic junk, any kind of bottle looks like some sort of reactor or something, and I'm just going to use this, I think it was for like a yogurt or something, and just going to stick that there because it looks like some sort of rocket engine or propulsion system. So I'm just going to stick that there. We're looking at this at the moment upside down, just to give you some sort of perspective. So still working on the back. I've got this, it's broken, but it won't look broken once it's on the junk spaceship. It's just a lid from a spray bottle. Managed to snip that off, and I'm just going to put that there because that is going to become a rocket thruster pack thing. I don't know, I just make this up. So I always try and use all the little bits and pieces that are inside spray bottle sprays. So this is a little piece that came out of the handle, and I'm just going to put that inside there to make it look more like a rocket thruster. And there we go, and that's that bit. That's the back sort of done, and I'm going to start with the front now. So that's how it looks, that's how it's gonna be. So now I'm just going to use that. Now we all know what that is. That's the spray bottle lid, successfully taken apart. I'm going to use that as a cockpit because, man, does it look like a cockpit. So once I decided which way is up, I'm just going to stick that on there and then just add various other bits and pieces, which you'll see in this sort of quick montage. Now I know you were expecting lots of fast cuts like a Michael Bay film, but I just wanted to show you this bit. This again is the inside of a spray bottle, and that's the plastic tubing from the spray bottle. So what I did was repurposed everything to make it look like rockets. Not rockets, like laser cannons or something like that. And that's just to show you how fast and easy things can be and look. So I'm just going to try and manipulate this plastic tubing, which is a nightmare to stick because I don't know why, it's just a nightmare even with all the sanding. So I'm going to use these connectors. These are like a kid's toy that is just piping, but they have these amazing corners, little pieces, which help with the builds that I do when I can't get the tubing to make right angles. So I'm just going to stick that onto there, put that onto there, then put the plastic back in there, and then connect the plastic tubing to the bottom bit. Sounds simple. It is actually. These are from soap dispensers, which again I'm just going to use as some sort of like cool looking shield for either corner. And then once all that's done, then it's just adding some more bits and pieces from the spray bottles until the spaceship looks like some sort of attack spaceship. Oh, I put that there because it has a cool little thing that you can move around, so it looks like a movable sort of, I don't know, gun, minigun. Now, you know when you go and stay in a hotel, there's always stuff in the bathroom that you automatically just throw into your travel case. These two bottles are said things that I acquired from one of my many trips to hotel rooms. Not as that sounds, due to work and nothing seedy. I'll stop right there and move on. So So with the hotel gift bottles in place, I'm just going to use some more bits and pieces from inside spray bottles just to give it some more texture, and that's another, I don't know, laser gun, laser cannon. Just going to stick it there. Again, this has no real rhyme or reason. I'm just putting stuff where I think it would look good, and this is going to become like a stand so the spaceship can stand properly. Now what I'm sticking on there, which looks like a wing, is basically the trigger for the spray bottles. So again, I've used virtually everything from a couple of spray bottles on this build, and that's how easy it is. You just cut them down a little bit just to make everything fit, and thought it needed some cool looking wings on it. Sorry about that last bit of voiceover. My cat Charlie decided to come in and claw my leg, hence the big pause or big surprise sort of intake of breath. Anyway, these are kids' toys which have sweeties in top. I've used one bit of the toy in a previous build, if you've not seen that. I think it's called Yoko. It was a creature for my Star Wars Dark Universe, but wanted to use the rest of these, and because these look like laser cannons, I decided to chop everything up, saving the bits inside, but use these bits to stick on there to give it mad cannons. Now, no build of mine would be incomplete without some beads, and I'm just going to stick some beads around the edges of these spray bottle pump lids. So we're just going to use them. They're not sticky, so I'm just going to use the super glue, made little dots with the super glue, and then stuck the beads into place. And there it is, the junk bot spaceship is complete, and I'll just spray paint it with a rattle can of black before hitting it with some dull colour that I pull out of my paint box. So I masked off the cockpit and the guns, and then sprayed everything else with blue because I like blue, and it was a good colour to use on the black spray paint. And I'm not really that adventurous with different colours, unfortunately, because I'm not a very good painter, and that's why I let the cheap and cheerful spray gun just do its job. So I decided to use a red for the back of the spaceship, so just masked off things that I didn't want coloured again, and just a quick spray of the red on the other stuff. Yeah, that's a great shot there, Aaron, well done. Keep it in focus, son, keep it in focus. So I added some decals to the spaceship because this isn't part of the Star Wars stuff, it's just a standalone spaceship basically. And then pointlessly went around with a little sponge to do some silver chipping, and then went over that with some black paint for black chipping. And that is the end of the build, and it'll be on to the glamour shots. So just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you're new here, like, subscribe, give us a comment, a nice comment, and until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody. Thanks for watching.